Don't know why there's no sun up in the skies. Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. Life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere. Stormy weather. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Welcome to my annual January 1st vlog, which I have been doing since 2021. So this will be my fourth video in that series, I guess. And I've said before that this series is just for me to look back on in the future. So it's a very fun thing for me. I spent some time watching my previous videos to reflect and also prepare for this one. And this year is the first New Year's where I actually don't feel it, if that makes sense. Usually for the New Year's, I'm so prepared and it feels like a new thing, but this year it doesn't. Every time I've tried to reflect on 2023, it doesn't work. My mind is blank. But a few nights ago, I skimmed through my journal to see what I did this year. I really needed to do that. And I wrote down fun things I did for each month, which were all really small. 2023 was just a very busy year. It was the first full year where I was doing school and had a job. I always feel very far away from my sense of self when I'm busy. So I think that's why I had such a hard time trying to remember what I did, because when I did have days off, all I had the energy to do was just rot in bed, which is actually very fun. I love it. But the problem is that I have so many things to do and so many interests that I'm never actually free. So then on days off, when I sleep in, I just end up feeling very anxious because I end up not having enough time to do everything I want to do. Like right now, I got up kind of late today, so now I feel like I have a bunch of things I want to do but not enough time. But I know that's not true because today it's just for chilling, okay? But I did write down a little thing of things I want to do in 2024, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. But today is just for reading and relaxing and maybe watching Modern Family, because I recently started rewatching it and I've watched it so many times growing up. It's a very nostalgic show for me, and I think I'm gonna make a 2024 mood board, which I usually don't do, but I love mood boarding actually, and I haven't really done mood boarding in a long time, so I want to do that. Just a fun, chill day. And I'm gonna do a little tarot reading, not for the whole year, I think. I don't have energy for that today, but I'll just do a basic, like, 3-card spread, I guess. Stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to hear about my goals and stuff for 2024. Otherwise, just enjoy this simple little vlog. Not chaotic at all. I just can't get my poor old self together. Keeps raining all the time.
And I was thinking maybe we'll play. So.
有进去拿我们那个空间那里。
Come out, kitty. This is what I have so far on my 2024 vision board. I actually used to do this all the time on Canva. I've been using Canva since high school, and I used to make my own mood board wallpapers all the time. And on my first blog before my rebrand, I made monthly mood boards for my email newsletters. So this is a very nostalgic activity. I just love this. Reading in bed, rotting in bed aesthetic. And the Hermit was the card I got for my main focus this year. Cozy vibes, of course. And the Rory Gilmore graduation quote, because I'll be graduating this year. And I really want to write. But yeah, I will be continuing working on this over the next few days. I don't want this to be something that's rushed, but I am loving it so far. And there's my magical kitty who adopted me in the woods. Hi, it is now 9 p.m. on January 1st, 2024. I will be falling asleep in an hour. Let me give you an update on the day first. The last time I talked, I think it was when I was working on my mood board, and then I started reading Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. It was actually on my fall TBR, but there are quite a few books that I didn't get to yet on my fall TBR. Also, there's a bunch of calamine lotion on my face because I've been getting constant pimples lately. It is what it is. I have been using The Ordinary's 5% lactic acid, which I am liking a lot. It's just the stress, you know? Anyways, I've been reading the Tenant of Wildfell Hall, and I am 2/3 of the way through now, but I just been feeling kind of in a reading slump and really lazy lately, as everyone is during this time of the year, if they can afford to be. So I just wanted to read like a simple romance book, you know? I don't read lots of romance at all, but this one seemed pretty interesting, so I hope I like it. It is interesting so far. So yeah, I was reading that for most of the afternoon. Can you believe this time last year I had COVID? It was literally the day I got COVID for the first time. And you saw my kitty. Basically, she's a magical kitty. And I can't wait to share the story of how I found her with you in a video soon. So no name reveal yet, but she just wanted her daily affection time with me earlier before dinner, which was adorable. I guess I already talked about 2023 and how it was this morning, and I wrote down my ins and outs, which I'll put here right now, because that was a great way to think about what I want to invite in and what I want to let go of. I don't really have a lot of goals for 2024. I feel like in bulk and are around October, like my birthday or Halloween, is when I get a burst of inspiration to make yearly goals. There are things I want to do. 2023 was just way too busy of a year. I'm also not expecting 2024 to be the best year because I will still be doing my degree and working, even though I left the agency that I was working at for the past year. But I'm still doing freelance stuff. But that will be more in my control, so hopefully that will be better. Also, I have a really great client right now. Sorry if you can hear some background noise. That's just my neighbors watching the TV really loudly. But in 2024, I want to have more alone time. Hopefully I can be more selective of what I say yes to, have rest days often, and obviously I want to graduate at the end of next year, go on more nature walks, and work on my story more. I started this short story, which you can watch here, in the summer of 2022, and I didn't really continue until NaNoWriMo in 2023, and I'm really much more inspired now to work on that story, so I want to really try and do that more this year. And I want to make more ASMR videos. That's something I've kind of dabbled in, but I moved here, which is supposed to be a very quiet and peaceful area near nature, surrounded by nature, but I have the loudest, most annoying neighbors, so I can't really control my environment. If I could, I would have been making ASMR videos more consistently, but now I'm a little less busy than I have been all year, so I want to try and do that more because I know people really enjoy my ASMR videos, and if I can make that a consistent thing, I think that will be great. Also in 2023, in March, I got published for the first time in this magazine. It's an online one, but it was still the coolest thing ever. So this year I want to get published at least one more time. Yeah, I really don't have that much free time to do my own things, but at least one would be amazing. I also want to read more short stories, and I guess the big thing this year for when I graduate at the end of the year will be getting a job. And the other day I was just watching my Jan first vlog from last year, and I was talking about how in 2023 I wanted to figure things out more, like what I wanted to do. I still felt a little bit like unsure, even though I had just gotten my copywriting job. It's definitely become clearer this year. It's just cool how over the past 3 or 4 years, things have been becoming clearer gradually. I'm just inviting things in and attracting all that I desire. I just love being intentional about the things I write down and think about and daydream about. So it's all very magical. One of the cards in my tarot spread today was about trusting the universe and surrendering to it. You know, sending all my dreams out there and seeing where I land, which I thought was a great message for the start of the year. I'll definitely be doing more reflecting and intention planting. That's my Jan 1st vlog. Perhaps next year I'll be living in another house for my vlog. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this and this helped you think about your year and how you want to spend it. I will see you next time.